everyone, welcome back to the makeup chair. So as promised, I'm here with a tanning routine video. Last week I talked about all the products that I use to prep my skin before I apply fake tan, and today I'm talking about one of my favorite fake tans and probably my most requested one ever. This is the tan that I've been wearing in most of my videos from like the past month, and I've been getting so many like Snapchat messages and tweets and all this stuff asking me what tan I'm wearing, because you guys know that I am as white and as pale as a ghost. That's totally fine. Most of the time I just embrace being that pale, but sometimes, especially in the summer, it's nice to have just that kind of nice glow, like bronzy glow, because I just cannot tan no matter how long I stay out in the sun. So this is the tan that I've been using. This is the Vita Liberata tan, the 2 to 3 weeks in the shade medium. The trick with the 2 to 3 weeks is actually lasts 4 times longer than most tans. So if you can get a tan to last like a few days, it's going to last you a week. If you can get a tan to last you a week, it's going to last you about 2 weeks. It actually just depends on how your skin normally reacts to fake tan. 5 things that I absolutely love about this tan is 1, it's super easy to apply. 2, it dries pretty much instantly and leaves the skin feeling just smooth without wet or moisture or any kind of stickiness, so you don't have to walk around like this all day not touching anything. And the guide color is so gorgeous, like it is unbelievably, it's pretty much the same color as what this is right now. So that's just in the guide color. It actually fades really softly and nicely, so you don't have to be like getting little flakes or anything like that. It just fades. That's the biggest thing about it. And 5, it doesn't smell like anything. So those are my favorite things about it, but let's just jump into actually how to apply it. This has a moisturizer in it, so you don't have to apply a moisturizer. It's actually better if this is going on clean, dry skin. So what I do is I take like a 2-minute shower just before I apply it, and I'll just rinse off any residue of like moisturizer, and then I'm ready to apply my tan. I start in the bottom of my legs and I work up. I don't start at my feet. I leave my feet and my knees until after I've done my calves. I put some mousse right in the middle and I do this little C shape. And what I do is I kind of work up and up and up, and as I'm working up, I'm getting my hand a little bit flatter. So it starts like this, and as I'm blending and moving through all of that mousse, like a little bit at a time, my hand will get flatter. Once it's all on there, then I can do the little buffing motions. Once you've applied it to the calves, you can move on to the knees and the feet. So what you want to do is don't apply anything extra, just give the mitt a good squeeze, and this will bring the product to the surface. Then you can do the tops of the feet and the knees. Make sure to really buff it in there. When you're doing the ankles, curve around the actual ankles rather than going up and down. You'll just get a better result that way. Gonna move up the entire leg, doing the same thing all around to the butt, and then we're moving on to the stomach. The stomach is pretty easy to do. Just bear in mind the little belly button. You don't want to get like fake tan pushed into the belly button because it can look really unnatural. Just buff around that area and make sure there's no excess. You want to go then to the back, the lower back, and you just want to blend that really well. When you're doing the upper back, you kind of have to be a bit flexible. I think from all these years of applying fake tan, I've become very flexible, so I can really like reach the whole thing. When you're doing the chest area, I put a pump on here and spread it out, almost press it and dab it over the top. Give it a second, and then I'll do like around the neck with the kind of excess that's on here, doing the same thing as the ankles, kind of curving around. Then I start to buff the neck, and I find that's the best way to get a good colour on there. If you've got ridiculous collarbones that stick out a mile like mine do, then what I would recommend is pushing your shoulder back, using the opposite hand and looking in the opposite direction, and that will just create a smooth line so you can buff over the top. For the arms, I do pretty much the same thing as the legs. I'll do the middle part of the arms, the upper and lower, and leave like the elbow free, and also leave the hands free until last. I'll do the top, the back, and then the inside, and that way when you do the inside you can make sure you're matching up with the back, because you can really see what you're doing. If you have any fake tan on your hands, give them a little bit of a wipe, and then you actually want to squeeze your mitt again to bring some to the surface. Do the entire hand itself, then move on to the fingers. Make sure to bend them to get into all the little creases, and then you can just like wipe through them as well. Make sure not to get too much inside here because that can look really unnatural. Take a clean cotton pad and then go over areas where you have excess tan buildup. So for me it's like my wrist, for some reason in here, the elbows, the knees, the ankles, any area where you might have just a little bit extra by the end of the week. I should get a good week out of that. Sometimes I apply it like 2 to 3 times in order to get it last a little bit longer. As you guys can probably tell, I didn't tan my face because most fake tans just don't take to my face for some reason. The only one that seems to do that is this one, which is the mineralized version of it. So it's basically like a mineralized foundation or bronzer. You buff into the skin, but it also has tanning agents in it, which will then tan your skin throughout the day, so when you wash it off, you'll have a subtle hint of colour. And I have it in the Sun Kiss number 1. They have another product that can be used on the face as well. It's something that my mom absolutely loves, and she told me that I had to tell all the older ladies that are watching about this one because it's actually an anti-aging moisturizing mask that you use at night, and it is so amazing because it softens the fine lines, gives her this gorgeous youthful sheen to her skin, but it also is a self tanner, so it's going to give her that glow as well. And the last thing that I want to mention is the illuminator. This is the illuminator skin finish. It's basically like a BB cream, but it's for your body. Maybe you're getting to the end of your tan and you want it to look really polished and fresh again, you can pop some of this on. So those are my favorite products by Vita Liberata, but I'm doing a huge giveaway where you guys can win some of these goodies for yourself. I have a 200+ euro giveaway on my Instagram. It's probably one of the biggest giveaways I've ever done. Check out the information box in order to enter, and I will see you guys over there, so go and enter. Go now.